Well, welcome back to Free For All, everybody. And joining me right now, it is, of course, Ticket Tuesday. We have the Cobra in the flesh over Zoom, Corby Davidson of the Hardline. My man, it's been a minute. What's going on? How have you been?
I've been wonderful, Sam. I miss you every day. We don't talk as much as we used to. And you know what? That's probably on me.
It's me too. I'm to blame as well. 50-50 here.
Okay. I'm all good, though. Happy
Good.
to be on with you as always.
Mike wishes he could be here, but he's not. So
He doesn't,
he
trust
sends,
me.
he
He wants
sends his
nothing to do
best.
with it. He had so much ticket stock, like, by the time that he dropped the mic and walked off stage after his song, and he looked at me and he goes, "Top that, chump." And I'm like, God, Mike, come on.
His head grew astronomically after his performance there on stage. So he's going to be thinking about that for many a night.
Yeah.
All right, Corby, let's talk some sports. Let's start with the Cowboys. Executive Vice President Stephen Jones speaking with reporters from the NFL Combine in Indy today. The NFL draft, as we know, is quickly approaching the end of April. The Cowboys, they don't pick until 26. They have the 26 overall selection. That is their first selection. If you're the front office right now, who are you drafting with that first choice? Obviously, this could go a number of ways, but who do you think, what position do you think that they should draft for?
I mean, like the most fun would be Bijan Robinson from Texas.
Yeah,
right?
that's what I said. I said that yesterday.
Yeah, that would be. I mean, it almost makes too much sense too. And Jerry loves the kids that are around the area. He's got kind of a proclivity for those kids, and so it would be really fun. And it's a position that depending on what happens with Pollard and giving Zeke a haircut a little bit, they may be in need for it. And that guy is absolutely spectacular. Like,
He is
crazy, off the chart, elite talent. So, and I know it's not the smart move to draft a running back in the first round these days, but if he's there, man, I don't know how you pass it up.
Especially because he could give you, at least a few solid years with his athleticism and all the things he can bring.
Right.
Stephen Jones also telling reporters today, Corby, that it was Mike McCarthy's idea. He brought up the fact that he wanted to be the play caller heading into next season, departure of Kellen Moore. How confident are you in Mike McCarthy calling the plays? And obviously this offense is going to look a little bit different, but how do you feel about that?
Yeah, it should. I mean, they struggled. I don't want to say it's easy when you're playing kind of bad to average teams in the NFL, but they made it look really easy over the last few years. When they were playing teams that just didn't have much to offer by way of opposition, they killed it. They were the best offense in the league, but as we've seen in the playoffs, that's not the way things work. That's not real. That's kind of fool's gold. And so something needed to change, and he's done it a million times, and he's confident in it. And so I love it. I'm glad that he's taken ownership and like, this is my baby now. Let me do this. And I know there are other people there that are going to be helping him out, but overall, I think it's a smart move, and it's a way to save his own bacon.
Switching gears to the NBA, Corby, Dallas Mavericks. We knew they blew a really bad 27-point second quarter lead over the weekend against the Lakers. We have a very small sample size of what Kyrie and Luka look like together. I know Jason Kidd talked about this team maturing, but they don't have a lot of time to mature before the postseason starts. The way this team is right now, do you see them making a deep playoff run this year?
No, I do not. It's very hard to go back to back, and do that in back-to-back years, no matter what you do. And I just don't think that they're that team right now. And it's going to take a lot of time. There's not enough time, 20 games left in the season, or 21 or whatever it is, 20, I think now, to kind of get their act together. And that's really a big ask. I get it. They've got two giant superstars now, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. I mean, I hope they re-sign Kyrie. I do. I think that's the best option is, regardless of where this thing goes, is to sign him and then figure everything else out. Hopefully that happens, but I don't think they're going to make a big playoff push. Hope I'm wrong.
Rangers spring training rolling right along, Corby. Of course, there's new MLB rules this season. What do you make of the new pitch clock rule? It's already created some drama in the spring, and who knows what drama is going to look like come the regular season heading into the playoffs. What do you think of the new rule?
I love it. Like, I think it's cool. We were talking about it yesterday on the air. And I love the fact that I guess the broadcast has the option to put the little pitch clock in the corner of the screen. So
Yeah.
you can kind of follow along at home and see what's going on, and guys trying to hurry up. And I can't remember the name of the Astros pitcher who completely changed his approach to his windup because his windup took way too long, and he was not going to be able to beat that pitch clock. And so, people are going to have to adjust, fans are going to adjust. But the fact that you're already seeing that these games in the spring are being cut down by 30 minutes, that's huge.
Yay.
Huge. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Baseball is it's gotten out of hand. The games, and I'm, whatever, I'm not a purist. I don't care. They're too long. I don't know anybody who's like, we need longer games. We just
Yeah.
need 4.5-hour games every night. It's
And who
ridiculous.
has the time to do that,
Right.
really?
For someone like me who's not the biggest consumer of the sport, it would definitely get me out to the ballpark more, for sure. And it would get me to turn on the TV more.
Yeah.
To watch them, just knowing that there is, a greater than 75% chance that it's a 2.5-hour game, and I'm not slogging through 3 hours and 45 minutes and 15 pitcher changes and guys stepping off the mounds and guys adjusting themselves 100 times at the plate. I mean, this is a win-win for everyone involved in this sport.
All right. Corby Davidson has spoken. Thank you for joining me here on Free for All Ticket Tuesday. And we will make sure to talk to you much sooner rather than later.
Thank you, Sam. We'll see you.